like everybody, that this game is getting underway, and hopefully we can get 9, and hopefully we can get a W for the Yankees. Sam Haggerty's going to lead off, and he led off in last night's game, went 2 for 5. He had a RBI, he had a home run in the 7th, and a late game base hit to left. Here's Rodon's first pitch, and it's a fastball in there for strike 1. We are underway. How about Rodon? This matchup, he and Eovaldi, both guys are top 10 in multiple categories. And this stands to be a really good pitching matchup. Rodon, quick worker, next pitch in there for strike. Slider, looked good. Good command of it so far. 5-3 record in 10 starts, a 3.17 ERA for Carlos Rodon. He has looked good after a couple of moments where he had the 3-run homer bit him a few times early on, early starts. Next pitch, check swing. Look, that first base umpire, Rock Ballou, said it did not go. So Sam Haggerty, 12 months away from Achilles surgery on his right Achilles, his back, switch hitter, does a lot of really good things as a baseball player. Here's a pitch swung on a rip, foul, third base side, in and out of the hands of a fan down there.
One of them being his first home yesterday. That was a shot.
Yeah, he can play all 3 outfield positions, and he can play second, third, and short. Valuable kid to have. Here's the next pitch outside for the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haggerty, 273, 1 homer, and an RBI. Langford and Josh Young to follow. Here's Rodon's next pitch. This down low. 3-2. Boy, he's just having a catch. He gets it. He's not one of these guys that's going to walk around the mound and try to figure out, well, what am I thinking?
No, neither is Eovaldi.
Let's go. This is what I have, and let's do this. Here's a 3-2. Rodon deals, and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Top of the zone, and a good start.
94-mile-an-hour fastball, top of the zone. Haggerty always, whenever they're not sure of what was there, they just take a look backwards.
Here's Wyatt Langford. Langford 1 for 5 in last night's game. 4-3 Yankee win.
Langford, lots of votes last year for Rookie of the Year. It's going to have a little down this year. Seems to going to have a great career.
Pitch outside, ball 1 to Langford.
First strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com.
So Rodon out there just playing catch, working quickly. 1-0. There's a fastball for strike, 1-1. Well, you're playing behind a guy like this, you love this. Not overthinking, let's just play. 1-1 pitch. Pop back this way, just to our right, below the Spanish Yankee broadcast booth. Somebody made a nice catch on the ricochet. 1-2. Rangers come in. 3rd place in the AL West at 25-25. 4 games behind first place Seattle. And just behind second place Houston. Next pitch in the dirt from Rodon, 2-2. Carlos, veteran, been around for a while, has seen a lot in his time. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down and in with the slider missed. 3-2. The voice you just heard was Lance Barrett talking to the ball boy. I think when you hear the guys, they're very polite and professional with the kids. Here comes the 3-2 from Rodon. Pitch to Langford. Swing on, popped up. Playable, right side. Goldschmidt backs up. Grass, and now almost to the dirt. Makes a 2-hand catch. He's 1 away.
And that game against the Mets, that was the 10th start of the season on Friday. 5th win. 1 earned run over 5 innings. A couple of hits, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts.
Rodon now faces Josh Young, the 3rd baseman. Career 2 for 5 with a homer again. 8th career start for Rodon against the Rangers. 2-1 record. First pitch swung on and hit foul to our right.
Different group from when he was with Chicago.
No kidding.
Very, very different.
Well, we talked about this in game 1. There are some holdovers from the World Championship team from 2 years ago. Fastball paints the outside corner. Nice pitch, 0-2. They're just not hitting, which is so uncharacteristic of this organization. Pitching has been top. 0-2 here, Rodon deals. Pitch down low, blocked by Escara.
Well, it's going to see how it's interesting to see by the next time we see them if they've started hitting, if the approach is a little different, if it's a more player-oriented approach or stays with a lot of the analytics that they've been trying.
Here comes the 1-2 to Josh Young. Pitch, swing on, and a little looper in the right field. That'll get down. Bellinger has to charge real hard to come get it. Not a big turn by Young. That'll be a base right down the right field line. So a 2-out base runner for the Rangers brings up Jake Berger. Well, that night he put together last night. He had 2 home runs and went 3 for 4. 2 runs scored, 2 RBI.
You know, we just saw that pitch again. That was on the outside part of the plate. It was almost on the ground when he went down and got it and just lofted into right field. That was a good pitch. Just a better hitter up there right now.
First pitch to Berger, right-hand hitter. Hit a home run to right and a home run to left last night. Swing and a miss, a fastball. Berger hitting at .227. 15 runs batted in with 7 doubles. And
we figured out last night he has hit a home run at Yankee Stadium every year for the last 3 years with 3 different teams.
That's impressive. Chicago and Miami and now the Rangers. Swing and a miss. Another top of the zone fastball. 0-2. Yeah, I was very impressed. I know he had, a couple of years ago, had 34 home runs between 2 teams that he was with. In fact, he had a screaming liner to left, and then he hit a bullet to right field for the 2 home runs. Big part of the offense last night. He had 3 of the 10 hits. 0-2 from Rodon. Down low. Blocked by Oscaro. Pops out. Takes his mask off and makes sure that runner holds. 1-2.
And that home run power that he had in Chicago, that's why Kim Mang went and got him from Miami. That year they did well. Made the playoffs. Now they're starting again.
So Rodon, he's first in hits per 9, second to Skubal and K's per pitch, and tied for third in strikeouts. And Eovaldi's right in the same neighborhood. 1-2 pitch. Swing on, sky to center. Grisham in his tracks, now going a little bit to his left. The ball being knocked down by the wind by a lot. Man, he had to come in 10 steps. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and a man left. Nothing across for Texas. Yankees coming to bat on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
At the traffic.
In any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. If you're injured, one call to make. That's to the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys, 1-800-8-million for a free case evaluation.
Here we go with Trent Grisham, going to lead off. His only other appearance against Nathan Eovaldi, it was a walk. Grish hitting at .268, 12 homers and 22 runs batted in. Eovaldi having an outstanding year. And a right-hander deals first pitch in there for strike. We're talking about the rankings for Rodon. Eovaldi's second in hits per game, second in Skubal in walks per game, 8th in Ks per, 7th, tied for 5th in innings pitched, and 7th in strikeouts. A really good run here. Next pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2 to Grisham. Baldy in his 14th year. He's an all-star in 21 and 23. And his third year with Texas. The last 2 years, he went 24 and 13 in combined numbers. Pretty well traveled. Boston, Tampa Bay, Yankees, Miami, and the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch hit to right center field, pretty deep. Going back is Haggerty on the track in front of the 385 sign, makes the catch.
And once again, Aaron Boone was talking last night about how the wind was actually taking balls in 10, 15 feet. Balls, and that's another one. The wind, look at the wind. It's great. It's coming in just like it was last night.
That one, we are just offset behind home plate in the middle deck here at Yankee Stadium. It looks like the flag's pointing right at us.
Yep.
Here's Aaron Judge. A career .375 hitter against Eovaldi, 12 for 32 with a couple of home runs.
Isn't that interesting?
First pitch. Breaking ball way outside, ball one. Judge batted third last night, got a big RBI, single to left in the 8th inning. Here's Eovaldi in the 1-0, and a fastball misses outside 2-0, being very careful. As well you should with the man who leads in almost every offensive category you can think of. Deep exhale by Eovaldi. Into that modified windup. Here's a 2-0 to Judge. Pitch swung on in on his hands, and he fouled it straight back. That was a pitcher's pitch right there. Good crowd on hand considering the conditions and considering the forecast, which was, I wouldn't say ominous, but certainly wasn't something that made you say, ooh, I want to grab a ticket. 2-1 pitch, up high, 3-1.
Ominous is good.
What's that?
Ominous is good. That's a good word.
I mean, and it looks like, we've seen this a million times, but this weather system has parked itself, and it ain't moving.
It's been that way for 2 days. It's
right?
just staying. You don't see the clouds moving or anything.
3-1 pitch. Slider in the outside corner. He took it. 3-2.
So far we've seen the fastball, the curve, and the slider. Hasn't really broken out that splitter yet.
Well, I've seen some highlights, and I was watching some game action of Eovaldi earlier. That splitter's ridiculous. 3-2 pitch. Inside, missed badly. Ball four, Judge walks. One out, base runner for the Yankees. Yeah, I mean, you got it, and where'd it go? Like it found a gopher hole, and guys are swinging over the top.
And that was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com.
Cody Bellinger, 15-game hitting streak, hitting .377 during that time. Judge takes.
So valuable as he will take walks to leave it to the next guy.
And hence his average starting today at .402, 16 homers, 44 runs batted in with a great on-base percentage as well. 0-1. Infield pulled around to the right for Bellinger. Pitch almost hit him in the legs. His backhand stopped by Higashioka, the catcher. 1-1. Cody Bellinger, .264, 8 homers and 29 runs batted in. He's on a nice heater, boy. I'll tell you, 15 consecutive games with a hit. Hit the ball hard consistently. 2 for 4 last night. 1-1. And a pitch from Eovaldi. Swung on, hit foul by a couple of feet, first base side.
And if you ask why all of a sudden, it's not all of a sudden 15 games, but he had started hitting before that. Pitch selection and balance. The balance part, I think, comes from not being hurt. The back being okay.
And I think it's interesting, we were talking to Keith Hernandez when they were in here the other day. He marvels at how he is like almost Marines standing straight up tall in that batter's box. Next pitch foul back.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's very interesting. So there's very little wind-up, for a better term. They call it loading. You don't see a lot of movement.
Well,
he's ready. He's in the load position.
Though, it doesn't look like there's much flex in his knees. I mean, he is standing almost bolt upright.
He's Mickey Tettleton.
And not many guys can do that and have success. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Throw over to first. Turn and a dive back at 6'7". That was easy. Getting back to the bag for Judge.
Yeah, he's totally balanced already, so he doesn't have to lean back and bend and lift from there.
Well, I'm sure during the windup, he does push off on that front foot and load
But he doesn't
the
get the
backside.
low crouch.
Here's 1-2 to Bellinger, breaking ball inside, really keeping him from extending his arms. 2-2.
These are all timing mechanisms.
Judge at first with one out, just underway here at Yankee Stadium on not a Chamber of Commerce kind of day, but everybody's happy we can get this thing started and hopefully get it finished. Texas doesn't have to worry about having to come back here. 2-2 to Bellinger. Judge takes his lead, pitch inside again. And Evaldi seemed to be a little unhappy with himself command-wise, trying to paint that inside corner. The thing kept running in on Bellinger. 3-2. Berger was not going to hold Judge on, and he waited for him to get back. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball and a good one. Bellinger flips the bat up in his hands, up in the air, and catches it and looks up the sky like, how did I miss that breaking ball?
Well, that's a splitter. That was, by the time he got that's the one that actually is a strike. He's got two of them. One is on the ground, and that was the one that's actually a strike.
And Cody, his feeling was, I should have hit that. 2 outs. Runner at first is Paul Goldschmidt. Great year he's having. Right-hand hitter. 4 for 15 against Evaldi. First pitch. Fastball for a strike. Evaldi hitting at .339, 5 homers and 25 runs batted in. Really putting up good numbers. Third in the American League in hitting behind Judge and Jacob Wilson. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball, swing on, hit to left center field. Got beyond the reach of the shortstop, Duran. That's a base hit for Goldschmidt. So the Yankees have runners at first and second. Always puts the ball in play. And one thing I want to mention, last night, his running hard to score before Grisham got in the rundown, that was a big piece of last night's victory.
It was, and obviously a good rundown there by Grisham, and good work. He made sure that the runner scored before he let himself be tagged out.
Goldie was running hard the entire way. That was good. Goldschmidt was today's cleanup hitter, brought to you by Citgo. Cleanup on savings and every fill-up with Club Citgo. Download the app right now to start saving.
Right now, Higashioka coming out to the lip of the circle to give some signs, probably defensive signs, as third baseman Young moves over.
Here's last night's hero, Jason Dominguez. Big-time home run to walk it off last night. And he looks at first pitch slider for strike one. He's hitting .241, 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. First time facing Baldy. Good opportunity here with 2 out in the first inning for the Yankees. Here's the next pitch. Swung on a hit down to first base. Berger covers it and flips to Evaldi, who came over to the bag for a 3-1 putout, and that'll do it for the Yankees. No runs, a hit, and a couple of men left. We go to inning number 2, no score. Rangers, the Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G. is struggling mightily. First pitch from Rodon. Swung on and fouled back into the screen.
Drive Around the League is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke. Not a lot on the scoreboard, and nothing has started except for us, actually. 1 o'clock, it'll be San Diego at Toronto.
A little late, swing and a miss on a changeup, so Simeon behind 0-2.
How things change. San Diego now, and they've lost 5 straight. Angels are at the A's. Angels have won 6.
0-2 pitch down low, ball 1.
A's have lost 8 in a row. That'll be Tyler Anderson against Luis Severino. Cleveland and Detroit later. Baltimore's up in Boston. Cade Povich against Lucas Giolito. And Seattle's down in Houston tonight at 8 o'clock.
1-2 pitch. Long hold by Escara. He tried to sell that on the outside corner to no avail. 2-2.
And the pride of Ryan, New York, George Kirby is back today, and he is making his season debut for Seattle. Lance McCullers goes for Houston.
2-2 pitch up high to Simeon. Simeon, 178, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in, but most certainly he's just a $146 over his last 14 games. 3-2 from Rodon. A pitch swung on and hit to the gap in right center field. On the source is Bellinger. Hard to his right, and he makes the catch easily right before he goes onto the track.
He doesn't miss a lot, does he?
No.
Really?
He's smooth, and so's Grisham out there, right? I mean, the coverage, and you talked about it the other day, and Judge does a great job in right field.
Yeah, no, if you've got Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge out there in that outfield, left to right, that's as good as any outfield. Phillies in Colorado later. Phillies won 6 straight. Milwaukee's at Pittsburgh, and Atlanta's down in Washington. Washington's won 4 in a row.
Because their young kids starting to really step up. Here's a pitch swung on, popped up out of play, left side by Jonah Heim. Good to see Heim back. I'm still marveling how the heck he had that injury. What was it, the nerve?
The nerve, compromised nerve. It's like the skin goes white, you know, when you lose.
His right index finger. Switch hitter. Check swing here. He did go. He checked with Brock Baloo. 0-2.
You know, it looked like if you've ever held on to an ice cube, if you've ever, like, hurt your finger and put an ice cube on it to stop the swelling, it turns white because the blood can't get. That's what it looked like.
And it happened on a successful at-bat. Got a base hit to right.
I never saw what he did either.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Pitch swung on, bounced to third. Peraza gathers, takes his time. Zips it across to Goldschmidt for the out 2 down. Yeah, I'd never seen anything like that. You know, you thought maybe jammed something, and then, yes, had a great close-up. And you can see, and then when he came out, he came out to get the inning started, throwing down second. He threw a moon ball.
He couldn't feel it. He couldn't close the hand on the ball. Couldn't feel it.
Right, an index finger. Here's Garcia, and he takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Garcia, another guy who's way off his usual mark. 218,
amazing.
6 homers and 24 runs batted in. His next pitch, chopped foul behind home plate, 1-1. Right now we pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for BT and South.
The timeout. I'm surprised more guys haven't stepped out because right now Rodon is dictating tempo. 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. 2 of them. Garcia batting in the 4 spot last night. 1 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts. 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back.
You know, sometimes I think when batters are in such a bad place, they don't think of the things around them. And that's it, because it's just getting the ball and throwing it. You don't have really time to concentrate, but they're so concentrated on what they're trying to do.
This pitch swung on, slicing drive into right field. Backs up Bellinger just a little bit. Easy catch, cap high. And that will do it for the Rangers. And Rodon pumps his fist. He's on a good roll here. Nothing across in the second inning for the Rangers. No score here at the stadium. Yankees and Rangers on WFAN Yankees. He's no score. Anthony Volpe leads off, looking for his first career hit. For Nathan Eovaldi's 0 for 11. Volpe putting up some decent numbers here offensively. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Today's Acme Markets home run playoff contestant is Danielle L. from South Plainfield, New Jersey. Danielle will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every home the Yankees hit in the second inning. Visit WFAN.com/Acme.
1-0 from Eovaldi. Front door slider for a strike. 1-1. Volpe fourth in the American League in doubles and ninth in extra base hits. .237 batting average with 6 homers, 26 runs batted in, 14 doubles and 1 triple. 1-1. Way outside. Curveball. Only reached 77 miles an hour. So that's some arsenal Eovaldi has. He's only allowed 2 runs over his last 30.2 innings over his last 5 starts. Man, that's good. 1-2 here to Volpe leading off. Swing and a miss. Splitter got him. Second strikeout for Eovaldi. 1 out.
Yeah, you got no shot at that split when it comes down like that, and particularly when you have to protect the plate because you've got 2 strikes.
First pitch, bottom of the second. 94 mile an hour four-seamer. And brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Do not take slow for an answer. J.C. Escarra getting the start. Hitting 189, a homer, 4 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter. And first pitch from Eovaldi, swung on, bounced up the middle, charging is Simeon, the second baseman, gathers and throws in time to get Escarra for out number 2.
And that was just a 96 mile an hour four-seamer.
Boy, quick 2 outs here. Brings up Jordan Vivas. Windy day to Flags, man, they are just moving like crazy. And the ones we look at from left field is blowing straight in. His pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike. Vivas is hitting 156, no homers and 3 runs batted in.
Had a couple of moments, though. You see that, as Aaron Boone said, you just see the sparks of the talent that's in there.
Here's the 0-1. Left-hand hitter. Pitch inside. Leads the league in helmet falling off on swings, too.
Well, we got to watch on. Josh Smith might be right up there. We don't see him. Once he leaves, we'll lose track of his helmet.
Well, right now, Vivas is the club leader for the Yankees. That's for sure. 1-1. Next pitch. Fastball taken for strike. 1-1. Eovaldi's got a 5-5 record against the Yankees, a 3.55 ERA. He's having a fantastic year. As you mentioned, 2 Tommy Johns, too. 1-2 pitch. Slider missed just inside. 2-2. What were the highlights with him here? You remember about?
Well, just so much of that. And, he was always traded for really good people. Mm-hmm. People wanted him when he went to Tampa. Then the Red Sox came and got him, gave up some good people for him.
2-2. And foul. Let's see. Catcher's interference. Yep. Catcher's interference. I thought I heard 2 clicks. Catcher's interference on Higashioka. That'll be an E2. Vivas to first base. I think that's what, our second, maybe third catcher's interference we've seen so far this season. So 2 out and runner at first. Here's Oswald Peraza. 164 with 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter. And first pitch just outside, ball 1. Windy day. You got some of the umpires, man, they got the ski mask on and everything. It must be really chilly down on that field. 1-0 here to Peraza. 2 out runner first. Here's pitch fouled straight back. 1-1.
One of the things I remember when we were at Houston for a game, and he's from Alvin, Texas, and everybody figures he idolized Nolan Ryan, and he knew who he was, but he said, "Do you think Roger will be here?" And Roger Clemens came to Houston, and he wanted to meet Roger Clemens.
There you go, 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit to the right side. Simeon dives, can't get it in the right center field, making a turn at second as Vivas. He'll get to third. and digging for second because nobody's there. Great job by Peralta to take second base. Eovaldi had gone over to back up third, then he had to hustle to back up down and behind home plate. Boy, that was a wild play.
That was really wild, and someone did not do their job on that because he just kept running because there was nobody standing at second base. The outfielder ran the ball in, and there's Peralta. He's looking. He can't believe that there's nobody standing at second base, so he dove in. Didn't need to.
I was wondering where the shortstop was.
Well, Duran was not there. He's supposed to cover that bag. He just did not.
Simeon, did his job, made a play at the ball and couldn't get it. Now an opportunity here. 2 outs, runners at second and third for Trent Grisham. And here's the first pitch from Eovaldi, way outside, ball 1.
That was really odd, and Simeon couldn't do anything. He was lying on the ground trying to get the ball.
Good hustle.
But Duran was almost watching the play, and that's what happens when they're short. Corey Seager is their shortstop, so they've been switching back between Duran and Smith.
Seager's out for the second time this season. Here's a ground ball hit to the right side. Simeon out on the grass, fields, and throws the burger for the out. So that threat dies right there. Yankees, no runs, 1 hit, and there are 2 left. We go to the third inning, scoreless. Yankees, Rangers on WFAN Yankees Radio. Great. Yankees will be heading to Denver, Anaheim, and Los Angeles on this next road trip. And the Rangers will be headed to Chicago. Here's Gashioka. First pitch from Rodon's in there for strike. Kyle, the former Yankee, hitting at .225, a homer and 8 runs batted in. Rodon is working, I think, at the fastest pace we've seen him this year. Next pitch, slider in there for strike 0-2. Pitching with great confidence. We've only seen one guy step out. Here's the 0-2. Yeah. Here's pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, that was a quick AB. 1 down. Second strikeout. Third inning.
Great changeup. And Higashioka thought was a fastball, so he was way ahead of it.
Mm-hmm. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you. Spectrum. Ezekiel Duran. Right-hand hitter, shortstop, down low. First pitch, 0-1.
Again, part of that trade for Joey Gallo. Ezekiel Duran, Josh Smith, and Glenn Otto. I think he's with the Houstons now. I think he's
pitched pulled foul, third base side. Would you say that deal sticks in the craw of a lot of people? Well, like somebody in this booth?
Well, it's just it
didn't work. We could see that all around baseball.
Right? You know what was...
Next pitch, fouled back this way. 1 and 2.
You know, I know that there are just some people, baseball-wise, just forget about that. There are just some people that shouldn't be here. And not that he didn't want it to work. Joey was a Yankee fan his whole life. He wanted it desperately to work.
I remember calling you about that, and you saying that exact same thing. Next pitch down low, 2 and 2.
It takes a certain kind of person to be here. It does.
In some respects, it looked like a no-brainer. A big left-handed kid with power in this ballpark. Man, oh man. Here's pitch swung on, popped up. Might be playable for a scarab behind home plate. He comes back, takes a look, no play.
Who also struck out half the time. And what happens here when you strike out with the bases loaded? There are 50,000 people in this park. Yeah, well, and I felt bad for him because he wanted it desperately to work.
And I've heard, I don't think I've ever interacted with him, but I've heard he's a very good guy.
He's a wonderful guy, yes. And wouldn't go out of his apartment after a while. And now I hear he's reinventing himself as a pitcher. I hope it works.
Be a great story.
Do we know anybody that was that big a player who turned himself into a pitcher? Rick and Keel.
That's the most recent one. 2 and 2. And his fastball fouled straight back. And who was that guy with the big personality with Tampa Bay? Real effervescent guy. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness gracious. He was an outfielder. He was very funny. Great sense of humor.
And he became a pitcher?
He's trying to, last I heard. Next pitch down low. The key factor to your question, A, can they do it? And B, can they get back to the major leagues?
Right. Well, and Keel made it back to the major leagues. So he didn't stay very long.
No.
But he
did have a big arm.
But he did, yeah.
They still talk about a couple of throws he made.
The throws he made.
From the outfield.
Yep.
3 and 2 here to Duran, batting in the 9 spot. He fouls another one straight back. Boy, blowing up the pitch count of Rodon. 3-6-8. This is pitch number 9. Sam Haggerty, leadoff man, he's on deck. Durant hitting at 138, no homers, and 1 run batted in.
We've heard of a lot of minor league guys who turned out to be good major league pitchers.
You bet. Swing and a miss, top of the zone, a strikeout victim. Back-to-back in this frame, and 3 for the game, 2 down for Rodon.
And Kenny Rogers was an outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first one that said, I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, I couldn't hit. And I said, well, that would do it. And Kenley Jansen was a catcher.
A catcher, exactly.
And they didn't switch him till he was in the minor leagues. He was signed as a catcher.
Here's a pitch to Haggerty outside corner. Didn't he catch in the WBC for Curacao, right?
Well, when it wasn't the WBC. He was a little boy. It was the Little League.
Oh, the Little League.
Okay. He was on the team with Didi and Andrelton Simmons. And
next pitch inside. But definitely Curacao with some good players there.
Jerks. Well, Didi was on that team. Jerks and Profar. Andrelton Simmons. Ken Lee.
Yeah, it's a good crew. 1-1. Next pitch swung on, drilled to the gap. Left center field. Long run. And that will get down one hop the fence and over the fence for an automatic double for Sam Haggerty.
Well, Sam Haggerty has obviously found a home here in Texas and starting to hit. Home run last night, the double today. That stayed up. That was a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and he didn't do too much with it. You just try and meet the ball. You take the power of that fastball.
Haggerty's a really good athlete. Glad to see he's healthy after coming off that Achilles. Here is why Langford popped out to Goldschmidt his first time up. 2 out, runner at second. Haggerty, fast runner out there. Langford, right-hand hitter. First pitch from Rodon, up and in. 1-1, 1-0. As we come to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank. Commitment you can .bank to learn more. 1-0. Taking ball down low. 2-0. 3 strikeouts, no walks by Rodon to this point. No runs on 2 hits. And for Evaldi, same numbers. No runs, 2 hits. Evaldi has walked 1, struck out 2. Here's a 2-0 from Rodon. Worked inside.
Here.
I think all of the above.
All of the above. Well, you don't like to see Rodon pacing around on the mound.
And when he starts trying to have a dialogue with the umpire.
Or with himself.
Right.
All right, this consultation on the mound is brought to you by the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-MILLION.
Matt Blake has his say.
That was quick.
It's good.
People starting. That's interesting. There's a couple of people wandering around out there.
That was one of those, like, go to your corner, take a timeout, refocus. So 2 outs, runner at second. Josh Young, the hitter. Josh Young with a base hit to right his first time up is now 3 for 6 with a home run against Rodon. So this is a big spot. First pitch. Slider for a strike. Called strike. 0-1.
That's just good. Coming right back with that fastball. Just zip it in there.
Grisham shading towards right center for Young. 0-1. Here's pitch. Up high with the fastball. 1-1. Yankees come in with a record of 17-9 here at home. 29-19. Won 10 of their last 13 games. 1-1. Blocked by Escara. It's in the dirt. 2-1.
Now 10 games over 500. And Joe Torre used to say, you do it in chunks. You do it in fives. Get 5 over, then 10 over, then 15 over. If you keep, just work it out in chunks of 5. And they're up to 10.
Hall of Famer's a wise man.
Yep.
2-1. There's pitch. Swung on and hit to right field. Bellinger coming towards the line. He's got it measured, but it's going to slice foul into the stands.
Don't forget, not a lot of foul territory over there. He gets it and throws it to a little kid.
In the old Oakland ball club, ballpark, that would have been an out.
Yeah.
Either that, or you would have had a problem with the bullpen. Remember that?
Yes,
down there?
you'd run into the benches out there.
The benches and the mound. Oh, actually, it'd be the catchers because the pitchers always had the back. That used to scare the heck out of me when I was going to that ballpark. That your visiting team pitchers have their back to action as they get ready. Here's a 2-2 with 2 out, runner at second. Pitch from Rodon. Bouncing ball to third. Peraza takes a step back, throws over to second for the force out, and that was mighty close. Mighty close. They do get the out, and Rodon is out a little bit of trouble here in the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We go bottom 3, and it'll be Judge, Bellinger, and
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the
He saw maybe one pitch he could have offered at. And there's a fastball away, ball 1.
On a lawn that looks like Yankee Stadium, turn to Pennington, the official partner of the New York Yankees grounds crew. Trusted by pros, perfect for homes. Pennington, the grass is greener.
Judge with 2 career home runs against the Baldy. Here comes the 1-0. And the pitch, breaking ball. Front door breaking ball missed inside, not even close, 2-0. Mr. Baldy must have paid extra attention to the scouting report and the numbers. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Judge in the driver's seat if he gets something good. Here's the pitch from Evaldi. It's down and away. Might as well just hold up the four fingers and say, take your base.
We'll see if he's going to go after that splitter. He is not.
Judge, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt, 2-3-4 for the Yankees here in this scoreless ball game. Bottom three. 3-0 pitch, green lighting. Here's the pitch. And it's fastball, taken right down the heart of the plate, 3-1.
It's going to set up 95, 96.
It's impressive. Nathan Baldy. 3-1 pitch. Slider. Bites that outside corner. 3-2.
So that fastball, cutter, split. A little curve if he needs it.
35-year-old Nathan Eovaldi, Judge, going to use his time out here in this 3-2. For this 3-2 pitch.
World Series champion with the Red Sox.
Yeah, a couple of rings, not bad, right?
Two different teams.
3-2 to Judge. Swing and a miss. He beat him with a splitter at 87.
Yeah, that's all set up by that fastball.
Third strikeout, one down. Third inning. Brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you, Spectrum. There's Bellinger looking to extend his hitting streak to 16 games. First pitch here from Eovaldi. Taken all the way. Strike one. Right down the heart of the plate. Belly first time up. Struck out on a split, and it was a beauty, too. Swung right over. And here's the 0-1. Inside. Back him off the plate. 1-1.
And it's the pace also. You don't get to... That's right. Nobody's slowing anybody down.
Right.
Maybe they want to get this game in.
1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit hard and hooking foul down the right field line. Seriously, one guy, who was the one guy that stood out, that stepped out on...
Higashioka stepped out.
That was the only one. So Eovaldi and Rodon working at their pace, which is brisk. 1-2 here to Bellinger. The pitch. Little tapper, right side. First baseman Berger charges, backhand flips to Eovaldi. Nice play. They get the out, 2 down. Play Berger decisive. Hey, I got to go get it, and I got to get it on the backhand. It's a good play. 2 down brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Got a base hit to left. A lot to rave about with Goldies. We mentioned third in batting average, fourth in runs, third in hits. Man.
What he's done defensively,
right?
Tremendous, calming presence.
Fourth in on base, eighth in OPS. I'd say that's a darn good start. This is game number 49 for the Yankees. First pitch to Goldie. Swung on it, popped up foul out, plate to our right. Goldschmidt is today's cleanup hitter. Sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Two out, nobody on. In a scoreless ball game, bottom of the third here at the stadium. In the Bronx, wind blowing straight in from left field. Here's Eovaldi into the line, the 0-1. Way outside. 1-1. Boy, talking about a quick turnaround. Last night's game ended at 10:04. And today's game started at 12:38. 1-1. Yeah, you laugh. Here's a pitch swung on.
No, I was so laughing last night in that monsoon driving up to Westchester. Wow.
By the way, bummer for the Knicks. I was listening to you do the postgame show. I was still here in the booth, and Ricky Ricardo, the boys over in the Spanish booth, and we watched that lead just go down and down, and I'm like, 1-2 here to Goldschmidt. Outside and low. All 2-2. Disappointing, to say the least. It's only one game.
You know what, though? The advent of the three-pointer is why so many teams now lead. They blow leads of 20, 30 points. If one guy gets hot and hits 5 threes,
bingo,
that's 15 points. It's easy.
2-2 pitch. Got a piece of it, fouled it off. That was a pitch bearing in on his hands. Yeah, that one kid in a graphic, he was 6'9" from 3. I'm like, whoa.
And that's why it's all so different. I mean, that never used to happen. But all it takes is one guy getting hot.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. And the pitch. Pulled it down to the third baseman, Young. And Young throws it. Boy, Goldie hustling up the line. They just got him by about a step and a half. 1, 2, 3, and the third go the Yankees. To the fourth we go. No score. Yankees, Rangers on WFAN Yankees Radio. (5-2) on Tuesday. Yankees win. Here's Jake Berger. Swing and a miss. Berger batting in a 4 spot. He batted 7th yesterday and was just an absolute terror. 3 for 4. Home run to left, home run to right. Rodon, and here's pitch. Bounce down to third. Peralta throws over in plenty of time to get the out.
Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop locally, global with Food Bazaar Supermarket. There is one game going on, and it's in Toronto. Gavin Sheets, his 7th home run of the year, a 2-run shot in the second, and San Diego leads Toronto 2-0. San Diego's lost 5 straight. Stephen Kolek pitching for San Diego. Bowden Francis for Toronto. Everything else is later.
Boy, the ups and downs of a baseball season. Here's Rodon's first pitch. Backdoor slider to Marcus Semien for strike. Top of the 4th. Sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage and facial after the game. 0-1. Dribbled foul by Semien. Talk about him in the game 1, about the fabulous year he had in Toronto in his walk here.
Yep.
And he was just off the chart good that season. At time, granted.
And a leader.
Totally.
Because there's no leader in that clubhouse. Somebody has to step up a little bit, and he was the leader. And they all looked to him. He was the anchor on that infield. He was on base all the time.
Next pitch down low. 1-2. Yeah, that campaign he had 23 seasons. He led in WAR, games played, plate appearances, ABs, runs, and hits. There's ground ball to third. Peraza backs up on the grass. Long throw. He's going to have to one-hop it, and right on the money.
Nice.
Udonis, he really set himself with his back foot on the grass. Got into that throw for out number 2. Good play.
He's got a great arm.
Yeah, and lots of smarts, too, because he bounced it on the grass. Didn't bounce it on the dirt. It was a true hop to Goldschmidt. Probably can handle if it goes in the dirt anyway. No runs, 2 hits, an error for Texas. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. First pitch breaking ball to Jonah Heim in there for strike. Folks, this is a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here today, and it looked like it could shape up to that when we look at the stats matchup. 0-1. Pitch swung on, hit to the gap. Right center field, long run for Bellinger. He's on the track, and a little bunny hop makes the catch before he bangs into the fence. softly. I'm telling you, that kid can play some right field. He can play some center field. He can play some left field. He is
Play
really
from
good.
first base, too.
Yes, indeed. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. And when the Yankees come up, Dominguez will lead off for the Yankees. No score. Yankees, Rangers. Dominguez going to lead off here against Nathan Eovaldi, who struck out 3, walked 1, giving up no runs on 2 hits. First pitch outside, ball 1. We were talking about other position players who take a turn and try to take up pitching. My good friend Paul Severino checks in with Brett Phillips. That
Absolutely.
was the guy.
Yeah, it's great personality.
Right?
I should have known that.
I couldn't think of his
guy.
name. I could see him, and I remember talking to him. He's a really good
Now, do you know
dude.
that he is Trey Hillman's son-in-law?
I did know that, yeah, swing and a miss.
And is married to his daughter.
I remember talking to him one time. He did something like a...
Well, he had his...
Yes,
we
he
all
did.
get a moment, at least one moment in this world.
1-1. Fastball for a strike, but he did something for a young person. I know.
Yes.
Remember that?
With Tampa, yes.
It was a kid with cancer.
Boy. His whole life, everybody wants to walk off homer.
Would you say all 22?
All 22 years of it, yeah.
2-2.
It seems a lot to him.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Pitch swung on, popped up. That'll get out of play left side. It's a great moment for him.
Yeah, lots of dreams. They're coming true one at a time for a lot of these guys.
He was heading to count 2-0. But he socked it, too. Say it again. I love watching this kid run. When he's on a base pass, he's got extra bases. I've been hearing so much about him. I didn't know that was a big factor in his game. It certainly is. Here's a 2-2 from Eovaldi. And the pitch. Swung on him, fouled back. Splitter.
Emmanuel he loves working with numbers. We got some stats for you. 3 scoreless innings today on Eovaldi. His last 33 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed 2 earned runs. That's an ERA of 0.53 in his last 7 starts.
Goodness.
Wow.
Hey, Boone, you may want to have this kid have this man on. Wow. That's impressive. 2-2. Dominguez leading off. Volpe and Escara to follow. Here's pitch. inside with the fastball, backed him off the plate.
There's a lot of good pitchers this year. Look at all the league.
Yep.
Who in this series?
Boy, DeGrom was really good last night.
But you got Fried.
3-2 and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, man, that was a good curveball at 77. And it had a lot of movement.
Top of my head. Scoobel?
Absolutely. Scoobel.
Wow.
Oh, you kidding? That's a strikeout number 4 for Nathan Eovaldi. It's Anthony Volpe. I always know he's coming up when I hear Freebird play. And first pitch, fastball outside, 1-1.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at Yankees Team Store and NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
Volpe struck out on a 1-2 pitch his first time up. Righty on righty. And a fastball. It's going to Heim, long hold there. Didn't get the call, 2-0. Got a fervent wish for you, Susan. Hope you don't get goofy weather in Denver.
Goofy weather?
Yeah.
You mean snow?
Thank you. There's a pitch outside. Last year, Mariners went in there to a blizzard. We still got the series in.
Who was somebody posted on their social throwing snowballs at each other? A couple of the pitchers.
Yeah. Some of our guys did that last year. 3-0 to Volpe. Fastball right down the pipe. 3-1.
No, we've had enough of bad weather. You used to go west to get good weather. Not anymore.
The climate change issue, huh? 3-1. Fastball for a strike. Volpe thought he had ball 4, 3-2. I think it's the luck of the draw this year for sure. Man. Detroit, Pittsburgh. Who am I leaving out?
Seattle.
Right.
Here, New York.
Yeah, as much here as anywhere. Yeah. No score, bottom of the 4th. 3-2 here to Volpe. And the pitch from Eovaldi. Breaking ball, swung on, hit down the left field line, hooking foul. So he hung that one, got away with it.
Just a little too early.
Bottom of the 4th is brought to you by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
So for Eovaldi, Dodgers, then Miami, then the Yankees, then Tampa, then Boston, then Texas. And he's been in Texas a long time now.
3-2 pitch to Volpe, swung on and hit right side out of play.
The ring with the Red Sox and with Texas.
Eovaldi, for his career, started today with a 95-83 record over his 14 years with a 3.98 ERA.
You know what's amazing? He's gotten better as he's gotten older.
Agreed. His pitch swung on and missed. Oh, went right after cutter, in on his hands. Strikeout number 5.
Because I think a lot of teams saw him and saw the 2 Tommy Johns and people saying, he's getting older. I mean, nope.
He just turned 35 on Feb 13. There's a Scara, the second. Takes his first pitch here, an off-speed pitch for a strike.
That curveball's mixing all those in now.
Feeling good about it. How about this? He's got a complete game and a shutout on his ledger. A complete game. Back to a breaking ball for a strike.
For those of you who don't know what that is, you can Google complete game. It's when they pitch the whole game. Really?
We were just talking about things change. Man.
I quote Pedro a lot, who said he would be embarrassed if he couldn't get into the 8th and 9th inning.
His ball pulled foul. And again, he was raised by that generation, the Gibson, Drysdale, Koufax generation. Came up with the Dodgers, so it's like, are you kidding me? I'm going easy 7. And if everything works well, I'm going to distance.
Well, he said he would be embarrassed if it was less than that because he wasn't doing his job. And that whole generation, they all felt that way.
0-2, 2 out, nobody on. Up and in. Good crowd here, in spite of the weather, with the wind blowing all around this ballpark. 1-2 pitch, swung on, dribbled, first base side, easy play for Berger. Flips to Eovaldi. Eovaldi does a good job getting over to help his first baseman out. That's a 3-1 put out and a 1-2-3, so it's 3-6. 7 in a row retired by Eovaldi. 4 in the books. No score Rangers, Yankees on WF.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A couple of 30-year-olds performing really well on the mound today. Rodon at 32 years old and 36-year-old Nathan Eovaldi. No score. Yankees, Rangers. First pitch, swing and a miss by Adolis Garcia. Garcia, Higashioka, and Duran. And it's really unusual to see Adolis Garcia batting in the 7 hole. And he's usually 3, 4, and 5. And that's how down this offense has been. 0-1. There's a slider for a strike. 0-2. And again, keep in mind, Corey Seager, second time already on the IL, and he's always a big piece of the offense with this club. 0-2 pitch up high. Matter of fact, off the glove of Ascara to come out of his crouch.
He gets hurt a lot, Corey Seager. He's been hurt a lot since he's been here.
Hurt a lot, not only in addition to his time with Texas, but with the Dodgers as well. 1-2. Pitch. Down low. 2-2. Rodon today struck out 3, walked 1. Giving up no runs on 2 hits. There's been 1 error by the Rangers. Next pitch swung on, popped up to our right. Top of the 5th. Brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Wow, a slider. And Garcia was trying to leave the building with that swing. Strikeout number 4 for Rodon. One away.
He thought that was a fastball that was going to stay in the middle of the plate, and all of a sudden it was gone. Down and in just a little bit, but enough.
There's Higashioka. Breaking ball for strike. Rodon had, I wouldn't call it a hiccup, but he had a couple of men on in the 3rd. That Blake had to come out. Boy, whatever he said, and there's a swing and a miss. A good location on a curveball. Swing and a miss 0-2. But Rodon has calmed himself down, got back into the groove that he started with. He's 0-2. Here's a pitch. Bounced up there, blocked by Ascara. 0-1, 1-2.
It's blocked by Ascara.
I don't throw around these kind of compliments, but there's a lot of guys in this team that are easy to root for.
Oh yeah.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Rodon is rolling, man. That's his 5th K. 2 down here in the 5th inning.
And that's the second time he's gotten Higgy.
In quick order, too. So 5 strikeouts, and there's Duran batting in the 9 spot. He struck out long at bat. Rodon put him away. Right-hand hitter. And first pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a lot off of that curveball at 81. Infield straight up. Grisham shading towards right center. His next pitch swung on. Foul ball and a breaking ball on with 2.
You know, the difference between Rodon when he got here and Rodon now is so extraordinary. He uses the change in the curveball along with that fastball and slider at any time. You don't know there's no pitch pattern.
Next pitch up there. Oh, boy, that got a piece. You can hear Scarra. That got a piece of him.
Rodon's someone that, doesn't like to call off a whoop. Scarra just threw that. I hope his finger's okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if he's going to throw it back and see how he lobbed it back. When Rodon got here first time, did he work this quickly?
Well, no, he was walking people. Fastball, slider. He did not have a good year his first year. It wasn't this quick because they were deep into counts. It was very different. He was also getting hit around. That was not a good year for him.
I don't remember seeing him when the Mariners played the Yankees, but I know
when he got here, fastball, slider, because that's what he'd done his whole career. He can't do that all the time.
1-2 and a pitch. Oh man, that's a third ball that has hit Scarra in this inning.
That's the curve. It's
2-2. JC earning it today, boy. Man, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Scoreless ball game, top 5. Pitch up high. 3-2. Do not want to walk the 9-hole hitter. Duran playing in just his 14th game. Came in hitting a $138.
Of course, Haggerty's done so much damage already this weekend.
Exactly. So we're done getting ready. Going sleeveless on this chilly day. Here's a 3-2 to Duran and a pitch. Fastball, paint job, outside corner, have a seat. Strikes out the side. It's cage 6 on the afternoon. We go bottom 5. It'll be Vivas, Peraza, and Grisham coming up for the Yankees in this scoreless ball game. WFAN, Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Bet 365 real-time money line is now minus 200 for the Yankees, plus 160 for the Rangers, powered by Bet 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Good old-fashioned pitching duel here, folks. No score. Yankees and Rangers, bottom 5. Here's Vivas to lead off. Left-hand hitter. And Evaldi. Here's a pitch hit well. Right field, backing up Garcia on the track. Looking up. How about that? Corbin Vivas with his first home run. And the Yankees have a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's something. Dominguez yesterday, Vivas today. Good for him. His first career home run, because he obviously made his major league debut here a little while ago. First Yankee home run is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. First career home run. He doesn't smile a lot, but he's smiling right now.
He ought to. Low liner into this.
Like a big hug from Jason Dominguez. That's it. That corner, one corner.
There's
of the
a
clubhouse.
pitch swung on by Peralta, backhanded by Evaldi on the third base side of the mound. Throws over to first for the out.
Wow, good for him.
Good.
Let's see where that pitch is. Oh, right down the middle of the plate, up around belt high.
Third row.
Yeah, that should have been hit, and it was.
Bottom of the fifth, brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. I love it when guys get their first home runs.
Yeah, I'd love it how everybody celebrates it, too. Clay Bellinger and Goldschmidt.
Yeah, it's part of the journey, and there's a lot of scuffling going on to get there. And good stuff.
Well, he's been up twice and never made it off the bench. And this time he's up and he's playing and he's contributing. He's still kissing, throwing kisses to people.
That's well he should.
Good for him.
He ought to smile. Good-looking kid. Here's Grisham. Takes a breaking ball, down low, ball one. Grisham 0 for 2.
You asked about memories with Evaldi. He pitched a lot of great games here, but our buddy Brian Hoke of MLB.com just posted something that I had totally forgotten. It was hysterical. They had a lot of Yankee joke commercials back then.
There's breaking ball for a strike.
And they set up a whole thing where it said, pitcher Nathan Evaldi, between starts, will be a Yankee beat reporter. And they have him in different disguises, asking questions to Joe Girardi and Larry Rothschild yelling at him, and Brian McCann yelling at him.
Up and into Grisham, spins away from it.
He had one he had like on a cap like you've got on with a mustache.
Right.
And they found him in one. He had the old time 30s guys, the hat with the glasses with the press thing. Right. He was pretty good too. That whole group did some great commercials.
2-1, 1 out, 1-0 Yankees on a home run by Vivas. And a pitch back to a breaking ball for strike two.
But they did it very seriously. Like, in between starts, Nathan Evaldi and Brian Hope just posted that. I'd forgotten about it. This is terrible. Yeah.
Sense of humor. 2-2. And fouled off third base side.
And Carlos, there's your run.
That's been said to a lot of pitchers over the years.
For 100 years.
Yeah, right. Hey, where's Sam Huff? What did Sam Huff used to tell the offense with the football Giants? Hold them.
Hold them.
Grisham looking for his first base hit here today. 2-2. Down low and inside, ball 3. Home run by Bienvenidos. A moment, I hope somebody went out there to help maybe get the baseball for him. That'd be great.
Well, Yankees are very good at that.
3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard, right side. Past the diving second baseman Simeon into right field for a base hit. There's a knock that he was looking for. Trey Grisham with a base hit. Went 0 for 3 in last night's game, so that'll perk him up. That dad strength coming through again.
I think that's it. Little Ezekiel probably sitting and watching. He's another one who smiles a lot this year. Trent Grisham didn't smile a whole lot last year.
Man, he's got so much reason to smile this year with the numbers he's putting up. Here's Judge. First pitch, way outside in the dirt, ball 1. Judge, a walk and a strikeout so far. Look at Vivas' numbers from all levels.
Well,
he's not a big guy.
He can play a little bit.
No, I just happen to be looking at all levels, 8 seasons. Yeah. He's hit a total of 50, now 51 home runs.
What did he hit? What was his average to the minors?
It was 1-0. Broken bat looper, right side. And fielded by Simeon on the bounce. Throws to first to get Judge. On to second goes Grisham. Boy, that was a broken jam shot. 4-3 put out. On to second is Grisham. So 2 down. And here comes the meat of the order. For the Yankees, presented by Chef IQ Sense. Cooking thermometer that pairs with your phone and ensures you never over or undercook chicken, fish, or meat. Again, buy one at chefiq.com. Here's Bellinger calling time and getting it as Evaldi was ready to pitch. All right, let's see. In the minors, he hit 50 home runs in 7 seasons, and overall 273.
Okay. Well, he's a middle infielder.
First pitch, fastball under the hands of Bellinger off the plate for ball 1.
What he is he's a really good second baseman. That you could see immediately.
1-0 Yankees. Runner at second here in the 5th. Home run by Bienvenidos just moments ago. Here's pitch. to Bellinger in there for the splitter by Eovaldi. Eovaldi's given up 1 run on 4 hits. Carlos Rodon, no runs, 2 hits. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk for Eovaldi. And 6 strikeouts, 1 walk for Rodon. There's 1-1 to Bellinger. Pitch. Swing, late swing. Oh, man, did he get fooled.
I fooled him on that cutter. He's been so successful with that cutter all day. It doesn't break a lot. It's almost like he's got 2 because the one that looks like a slider is actually a cutter.
They had Belly fooled on that big time. Here's a 1-2 pitch coming. Runner at second is Grisham. Here's the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, looping swing. He pulls it foul, first base side.
Did you ever think that maybe we should just stop listening to weather reports? It hasn't rained.
Honest to goodness, because the last week we were like, oh, it's going to be bad this week, and we're going to be here all day. I told my wife
last night, they were thinking of maybe we should move the game later because it'll stop.
Remember, that was big talk yesterday. Kept telling my wife.
Is it raining at all? Has it rained?
No, I don't think so. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right field, Garcia coming in. Easy play for him. Short right field, and he makes a catch. Home run by Vivas, the highlight of that frame. 1-0 Yankees over the Rangers on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Taking a Cadillac is more than just taking a drive. It elevates every journey. Experience the thrill of the optic, the smooth exhilaration of the...
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th.
moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Turbocharge the Yankees offense. Trust BBB turbochargers to power you.
Counts 1-1 to Goldschmidt. Base hit to left and a ground out to third. Fabulous start to his season. Number 3 hitter in the American League behind Judge and Jacob Wilson. 1-1 from Eovaldi. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch. Got a piece of it. Fouled it back. 1-2. Well, they sold a lot of tickets for today's game.
Yeah. 43,450 of them. That's paid attendance.
Half. Figure 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Oh, man. He fooled Goldschmidt big time. That thing, 74 miles an hour. Strikeout number 6 for Eovaldi.
I don't think so. I'm not
less than half.
I think less than half.
We can't see what's above us, but I'm going to go halfsies.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty good. That's great, considering the weather forecast. And as you're driving near, you're going, please play this game. There's Jason Dominguez. 0-for-2. Broken bat. Look out! Oh, my goodness. Ground ball to second. Simeon throws him out. The broken bat went to the on-deck circle. It didn't miss Volpe more than about 5 feet. Holy mackerel.
The reflexes.
And paying attention, too, boy.
See, that fastball was up, a little over the belt, and it just cracked. And the barrel of the bat went flying.
And Volpe, Volpe had a late reaction.
He did have a late. Did he even see that coming at him? It went over his head. It went right over his head.
Volpe shows butt. That is really scary. It went to about 5 feet to the right. And you know how you see something, you're not expecting, all of a sudden something goes by and you flinch, and that's what we saw Volpe jump. 0-1 to Anthony, struck out twice. Pitch from Eovaldi, swung on a hit down the right field line.
So I guess that'll be it. Mark Leiter Jr. is back up again, so I guess that's it for Rodon.
Good work by Rodon. 8 strikeouts, only 2 walks, so no runs on 2 hits. He signed me up for more of that.
For his 6 shutout innings. Last 7 starts, that's an ERA of 1.48.
Pitch outside. Here, Eovaldi exhaling, a little grunt a la Robbie Ray. Somebody venting their emotions out there. 1-2 pitch. I don't know. Nobody did anything wrong.
It wasn't very nice.
It sure wasn't. So that gives you an idea how not filled this ballpark is that we can hear that. Oh, my goodness. 1-0 Yankees.
We also could hear Lance Barrett, which is the home plate umpire, which is interesting.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 to Volpe. And a pitch from Eovaldi. Breaking ball. Boy, he was way out front and just had enough hands to throw him at the ball and foul it left side.
Eovaldi struck him out twice this afternoon.
8 strikeouts for Rodon and 6 for Volpe. 1-2 pitch. Quick pitch, dump, swing on, hit up the middle. It's got some top spin. Gets into center field, a base hit. Volpe wasn't buying it. Eovaldi quick pitched him. He was paying attention and got a base hit. Nice. A 2-out base hit brings up Mascara. Maybe not. Mascara's there. Here comes Mike Maddox.
Maddox out. See where? Well, there's 2 outs. My guess is they're not going to take out Evaldi now.
So Ascara's on deck, and Who's on Deck brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com.
You know, Chase Dollander, that they just put the rock.
No runs a hit. No.
that commemorates his military service, courtesy of State Farm. Get your tickets today at Yankees.com. Mark Leiter Jr., ERA now of 2.75. He is not allowed a run in 19 of his 22 outings this year. He's been extremely valuable to this team.
Big tip of the cap to Carlos Rodon. Yep. Outstanding. First pitch from Leiter. fastball paints the outside corner to Marcus Semien. So Rodon, boy, turned in a very good performance. 6 innings, a 2-hit shutout ball, 2 walks, 8 Ks, 105 pitches. Here's the ball hit up the middle by Semien into center field for a base hit. Going to bring up Jonah Heim, switch hitting catcher.
So 6 strong and 105 pitches. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Yeah. Wow.
That works. Yes. Although at 100, he'd probably like to do it less, fewer than 105, but still, he got the result, the end result that he was looking for. There's Jonah Heim, 0 for 2. And first pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Oof. 72 miles an hour. It's like we were talking about yesterday with Yarbrough. I mean, these guys are so geared for 90 to 100. You throw something up there 72 and they're not looking for it. They're way out of kilter. 0-1. Fastball hit down the right field line, pulled foul. Good day for the Leiter, or good series for the Leiter family with Jack Leiter in town with the Rangers. Like they had a great photo opportunity with Mark Leiter Sr. and Jr. and Al. Go over to first, back goes Semien. Jonah Heim 0 for 3 with a strikeout against Mark Leiter Jr. Mark's got him 0-2 here. 1-0 Yankees, top of the 7th. And a pitch way outside. Wow. Gets away from Escara. Hits the back wall, ricochets to him, but Semien never alerts. Second gets there easily. Wild pitch.
See where this pitch is. It's down. Oh, it's way out of the zone. Way up. Because Escara was way down, had the one leg down. And opening was on one knee.
We talked about this earlier, but I can remember the day Tony Payne was the only guy that did that. And that's not modus operandi now. He had no chance to get a piece of that. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And down goes Heim.
Well, that's the great thing about Escara. And not all these pitchers can get down like that.
And be able to get up.
And be able to get up is right. He's practically on the ground. That really is Tony Payne.
Yes.
Benito Santiago.
Yes.
Look him up. He's pretty good. But you don't see that a lot because it's...
Well, they've changed it so much, the catching of late. They went down that one day. This Garcia fouling went off right side. We go to Cincinnati, right? I hope we see Mr. Bench. I would love to do an interview with him about that, how things have changed.
I don't ever see him with the puck. I missed
them the last, I think, 2 times I was in Cincinnati. The first time I went to Cincinnati with the Mariners, Joe Morgan was still very much with us, and that was a thrill to catch up with him. Runner at second in this 1-0 Yankee lead. Big breaking ball hit to the shortstop. Volpe to get the runner hung up. Semien dives back to second. Throw over to first in time for the out, 2 down. Semien was in no man's land, but Volpe did the right thing, got the out. Out number 2.
Just stared him back.
He was scrambling.
You don't buy it and throw to third because then you might not get him, and then you get the runner is
low percentage play, no question. They come to Yankee Stadium Wednesday, June 18. Yankees Bucket Hat Night versus 18,000 guests in attendance for the Yankees Bucket Hat, courtesy of Wendy's. So get your tickets today at Yankees.com.
Well, they're going to pinch hit Jock Peterson, and game after game after game, I don't get this. Because Mark Leiter, what he does is I don't know what's going to happen now, but what he does is get lefties out. And game after game, they pinch hit lefties against him.
There's Peterson. He'll be looking to drive the ball.
Although he's a little wild today, so maybe...
1-0. Peterson 1 for 2 with a strikeout against Leiter. Peterson, left-hand hitter, veteran. Pitch from Leiter. That breaking ball, no, missed outside. 2-0. Jock Peterson, 12th big league season, his 16th. All-star with the Dodgers in 15, and all-star with the Giants in 22.
That's what I remember that year. Good year that year in San Francisco.
2-0 from Leiter. Missed outside, ball 3.
You see what that cut, he hasn't thrown that split yet to him, because you're so far behind, I guess.
Jock was with the Diamondbacks last year, 275 with 23 homers, 64 runs batted in. 33 years old. 3-0. There's a pitch from Leiter. Needs a strike, and he gets it right down the pipe, 3-1. Man, it seemed like yesterday Peterson was breaking in. It's his 12th season. Are you kidding? 3-1, 2 outs. 1-0 Yankees. Top of the 7th. And Leiter trying to keep that score that way. Got Simeon at second. Here's a pitch to Peterson on the inside corner. He was backing off. And that's strike 2. 3-2.
I think he thought that was ball 4. I think he was headed down first base.
Jack with the orange gloves and the orange spikes. He'll use his timeout right now. Rangers in their road blue tops and gray pants. 2 out, runner at second. Big spot right here. 3-2 from Leiter to Peterson. And time called.
Little cat and mouse game here. Peterson calls time.
They shut off the clock with 7 seconds.
Oh, they shut off the clock with 7 seconds. We heard that all the way back here. Thank you, Lance.
Our mics are picking up good stuff. And Lance speaking very clearly. So comes set. You got Simeon, fast runner. He's at second. 1-0 Yankees. The 3-2 to Peterson. Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded by Peraza. Throws off balance. A one hop. Paulie comes off the bag. Can't make the tag. And everybody's safe.
That is
a base hit.
Base hit. Yep. Just a.
That was deep the third too, right?
Big hopper. Had to wait for it to come down. Tried to make that play. Now a little jump throw, bounce, and he just couldn't get it.
I love his thought. I like his execution, but it just didn't quite work out.
I give him a single on that.
Yep. And Matt Blake out the top. So runners at the corners, 2 outs. Top 7, a 1-0 Yankee lead. And that's going to be Josh Smith.
And they're bringing in another lefty.
Josh Smith is going to pinch hit for Durant.
So Leiter a little off today, but this is his bread and butter, getting lefties.
This is one of the bigger outs he's had to get this season. Something's got to give here. 1-0 Yankees. And Leiter giving up just a 171 batting average to left-hand hitters. 281 to right-handers. Runners at the corners. Volpe playing up the middle. And the first pitch. Breaking ball. It's in there. Boy, he controlled that one. That was nice. Breaking ball for strike. 0-1. Josh Smith batted in the 9-hole last night. Went 1 for 4. Struck out a couple of times. 0-1. Pitch from Leiter. Oh, boy, he just an ugly swing on a pitch that was down in the dirt. He was guessing all the way. 0-2. Leiter's got the edge here. Pitch bounced right as it got to Josh Smith. Smith, 284. 4 homers, 11 runs batted in. Scarrett going through the defensive signs. Peterson, not a fast runner. He's at first. Simeon at third. Big spot here. 2 out, 0-2 to Josh Smith. Pitch from Leiter. Runner goes. Pitch down low. And Peterson. They give him a stolen base.
They did indeed.
So it is imperative to get Josh Smith right now. Base hit. Could score 2. Leiter set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wow, what a big moment for Mark Leiter Jr. to keep this 1-0 as we go bottom 7 at the stadium. He daps it up big time with the Scara, as well they should. Yankees lead 1-0.
Toby Milk.
Take a hack at
Lefty against the righty, TJ LeMahieu. Next pitch outside.
And it looks like Devin Williams is the next guy up. Toby Millen has not allowed a home run. ERA of 2.61 in 20 2/3 innings, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts. He was unhittable in Milwaukee when the Yankees saw him there.
34-year-old out of Dallas, Texas. Next pitch inside, backs off DJ. Ball 2-2-1. It'll be LeMahieu Peralta and Grisham. 4 years in Milwaukee. The longest tenure he's had. Here's pitch, swung on, driven deep to right. Into the corner. Garcia reaches up. And he made the catch.
It's a foul ball.
It's a foul ball that was caught by Garcia. Nice play.
Yep.
DJ showed really good pop going the other way. That home run he hit the other day.
That's what when he's going well, that's where he will hit.
So one away. There's Peralta. Doubled it. Hustle double. And a ground out to third. Looks to strike one. Milner in his 4 years in Milwaukee had 10-5 record. There's next pitch, swing on, hit foul to our right.
And he's tough coming from the side like that. Righties can see it where it is, but the release point is so important. You don't know where to look because you can't follow the ball. You can't see where it's coming out. So by the time you pick it up, it's by you.
And he's working from the first base side of the rubber too. But next pitch down low, 1-2.
That probably helps him against right-handers,
no doubt,
so that they can't see it as much. But that kind of release, you can't see it if you're a lefty. You don't know where it's coming out of his hand.
1-2, up and in. Fastball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Yankees. Bottom of the 7th, Jordan Vivas with his first big league homer. Leading off the 5th. Run on 5 hits for the Yankees. No runs, 4 hits, an error for the Rangers. Next pitch swing on. Popped up. Right center field. Haggerty calling off Garcia, and he makes a catch. And there's 2 down. And center fielder Trent Grisham steps to the plate. Centers Healthcare. I'd like to remind you that they're not just care, they're care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com. Grisham with a hard base hit to right his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Flied out deep to center first time. And leading off the home first and also grounded out the second. Milner working out of the stretch. And first pitch to Grisham's outside, 0-1. Milner pitching against Grisham. And the next pitch, a sweeper in there for strike. 1-1. Grisham 1 for 3 with a strikeout against Milner. Devin Williams heating up in the Yankee pen. Here's a sweeper outside. 2-1. Great performance today by Rodon and Nathan Eovaldi. 2-1. Here's pitch. Swing on, hit foul. Third base side, 2-2.
Sean Armstrong, the Yankees saw a lot in Tampa and in Baltimore.
Yep.
Warming up for Texas.
Milner's been with Philly, Tampa Bay, the Angels, Milwaukee, and now his first year with the Rangers. 2-2. Time granted. Game number 314 in the 9-year career for Milner. He started 1 game last year with Milwaukee. 2-2, 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch to Grisham, swing on and hit foul. Third base side.
Did you say he started the game? Do you think it was an opener? Maybe somebody had a lot of lefties on top of that one.
Mm-hmm. Again, a 2-2 to Grisham. Outside. Counts run full. Can we get aboard, Judge? We'll get a chance to swing the bat. Grisham has been a terrific story for the Yankees this year. 3-2 pitch, swung on, dribbled down the first base line. Charged by Berger, feeds to Milner, the pitcher. And that'll do it for the Yankees. We go to the 8th. It's 1-0 Yankees over Texas on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with...
Take a...
through 6 innings with 8 strikeouts, walked 2. Gave up just 2 hits. Devin Williams now. It's been on a pretty good uptick lately. So let's see if he can hold the fort here against Texas. Sam Haggerty, top of the order. He leads off. First pitch. And a foul ball right at home plate. Sam switch hitter batting lefty against Devin Williams. Devin Williams trying to work himself into a really good groove again. 2-2 record. This is game number 21 for him. A 6.88 ERA. 0-1. And a pitch outside. 1-1. Top of the order here for the Rangers. Haggerty, Langford, and Young. Last few outings for Devin have been really good. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing on, hit to the right side. DJ LeMay, who just into the game. Of course, the ball finds him immediately, and there's one out.
Well, that's the rule.
Absolutely. But Devin, you look at his last 5. He's given up 2 hits, no runs. He struck out 6, and we're counting that's the last. What's that? 4 1/3. That works.
Yeah, no, he's back. You can see it. No plans to change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Here. Heber's been outstanding. Here's Wyatt Langford. First pitch strike.
But that's, this is Devin Williams. It takes time here. It's a different kind of place. 8th inning sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
Devin calling his own game with pitch count on his right hip. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swing on a hit foul back into the screen. 0-2.
Sean Armstrong still up in the Rangers pen. They head off to Chicago after today's game.
And I got to tell you, no matter what the outcome of today's game is, 2 thrilled teams that we were able to play this game.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
0-2 pitch, down low.
Everyone was already looking at
common off
days.
Yeah. I did that having to go back in 07. Had to go to Cleveland 3 times.
Ooh.
Yeah. 1-2. Pitch to Langford. Just outside. It was during Masters weekend. Snowstorm took out the first game. Paul Berg working a no-no. It snowed. That was on a Thursday. Friday, get up, can't play. Saturday, get up, can't play. Sunday, can't play.
Early in the year, like April or something?
Yeah, it was like the second week in April.
It's really good to have those games scheduled.
And then
there in
we had to come back 3 times. We lost 3 off days as the season went along.
And go to Cleveland. That's a long way from Seattle.
Swing and a miss. A 2-2 pitch. Change up and a beauty by Devin Williams. 2 down.
And there's that change up. And sets it up when he gets 2 strikes on somebody. That's a devastating pitch. It's one of those pitches you could tell them it's coming.
Correct. I think one of the keys, and I think it's been addressed, but you got to say it again, the fact that he's now getting that fastball for strikes.
Mm-hmm. Hard to do what he did and be behind every hitter.
Absolutely. Swing and a miss. Change up to Josh Young. Josh Young 1 for 3. Third baseman batting in the 3 spot in the order. Run on 5 hits for the Yankees. No runs, 4 hits, and an error for Texas. Yankees trying to complete a sweep here. 1 4-3 last night, 5-2 in the opener. 0-1. Oh, high heat, half swing. Boy, it was full big time. Fastball at 93. Everybody will tell you that 93, given his changeup, looks about 98, 99. 2 outs, nobody on here. Top 8, 1-0 Yankees. Williams comes set from the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2 here to Josh Young. And a pitch. Line drive, 1 hop down to Peraza. Knocks it down, throws over in time, fine play. And Devin Williams going to dap him up as he walks by. That's good stuff. 1-2-3 in the 8th. When we come back, Judge, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt. It's 1-0 Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio. Driven
This went up to Boston, I guess.
Got a break. 11 years, 8 teams for Armstrong, a right-hander. Works from the first base side of the rubber. Here's Aaron Judge to lead it off. 1-0 Yankees. And first pitch, slider down low, ball one.
He started as a starter. He was still a starter when he was in Baltimore when we saw him. Now, he's had much more success since they turned him into a reliever. And you know where they turned him into a reliever? Of course, Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Next pitch outside to Judge.
They've had so much success in that. You know what? Someone that was just here, Jason Adams, who we saw when he was a starter. Jason Adams when he was a starter with Kansas City, and not very good. They picked him up in Tampa, and all of a sudden he's been absolutely great.
2-0 pitch, fouled up right below us. Somebody make a catch there? I think he did. Somebody made a catch. Yeah, right below us.
Yeah. And so the Tampa Bay turned him in, took away like 3 of his pitches and turned him into a really good, top-notch reliever. Got a nice contract from San Diego.
2-1 from Armstrong to Judge. The pitch, swing and a miss, went right after him. 93 in on his hands. 2-2. Armstrong, I saw him in Seattle in 2018. 14 games, a 1.23 ERA. With an 0-1 record in 14 innings. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball, staying in the yard, left field. Coming in, the left fielder just went back, and the wind just absolutely pushed that thing back. He had to run in 20 feet. Langford had to get on the giddy-up to come back and get it. 1 away. Judge 0 for 3 with a walk today. Brings up Cody Bellinger. After the game, stay tuned for the post-game show. Emmanuel Barbari, powered by Verizon. For the latest deals, drop into your local Verizon store. First pitch to Belly. In there for strike.
Luke Weaver up. Throwing in the pen.
Good for Devin Williams, too, to get that 1-3 and a nice 1-2-3 inning.
Easily and quickly.
Yep. And a good play by Peraza to finish it out. Next pitch upstairs and outside.
You know, that's the great thing about having a great arm like Peraza. You know, the ball hit him in the stomach. And he had to take a moment to regroup, but he's got such a great arm.
1-1 to Bellinger. Pitch down at his back foot. Ball 2-1. Paul Goldschmidt on deck. Texas will have Berger, Simeon, and Heim, 4, 5, and 6. Heart of their order. 2-1. Swung on and sliced down the left field line. That'll get into the stands. Wind continues to blow in hard from left field.
You noticed also Devin Williams, since he's gotten his confidence back and everything is working, there's a little swagger out there that I kind of like that. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to have. It takes a minute here. It really does.
2-2.
If it only took him to mid-May, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, top of the zone. Strikeout. Bellinger goes down swinging 2 outs. And what was the line he said when day 1 he came? Who are all these people? The New York media may have heard of this.
It's a little different in every way. It's not just the media. It's different.
Well, the overall attention, attention, totally. There's Paul Goldschmidt. Got a base hit to left, ground out to third, and a strikeout. 1 for 3. Yankees lead 1-0, bottom 8. And a pitch driven to right field, backing up Garcia. He's on the track, got against the wall, and he makes the catch. Dolis Garcia, nice play. Well, it's Weaver time. They'll face 4, 5, and 6. The Texas Rangers. Yankees lead it 1-0. got the win as Dominguez walked it off. Well, he get tested here. Jake Berger, Marcus Semien, Jonah Heim, 4, 5, and 6. 2 righties and a switch hitter. Weaver has been sensational. First pitch from Luke. Swing and a miss. First seam fastball got some life. Weaver 1-1, 0.42 ERA, game number 21 for him. 21 2/3 innings. Giving up 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. 22 strikeouts and 6 walks. That is off the chart good. Hander from the middle of the rubber. Here's the 0-1. Paint job outside corner for strike. 0-2. Like how they play the Darth Vader. The 0-2 coming to Jake Berger, who homered twice last night. The 0-2 from Weaver. Didn't miss by much. Long hold there by Escara. Berger, career 0 for 2 against Weaver. Weaver, pretty quick worker. Rodon and Avali were both working very quickly today. 1-0 Yankees. And a 1-2. Swung on and skied. Right center field. Easy play for Bellinger. Settles under it and makes a one-hand catch. 1 away. Save opportunity is brought to you by Workman's Circle Multi-Care Center. And I'll bring up Marcus Semien. And Semien is 3 for 9 with a home run against Weaver. Yankees lead it 1-0 here, top of the 9th. 2 outs away from a sweep. And 2 outs away from the 11th win in the last 14 games. First pitch from Weave. Pitch swung on, hit the right field, backing up Bellinger. He's got room. Coming in now, so Wynn knocks that down. Makes that catch up around his right ear. And that'll be out number 2. So quick 2 outs. There's Jonah Heim. Left hand, he's going to be batting left hand. He's a switch hitter. Jonah Heim 0 for 4 with a strikeout against Weaver. Be careful, he's got some pop. 6 home runs, 17 runs batted in. First pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Weaver's around the plate, so they're not up there begging, they're up there hacking. And Jonah Heim, the big catcher, switch hitting catcher for the Rangers. 0-1. Next pitch way outside, 1-1. Infield pulled around to the right, Grisham. Pretty much straight away in center. Weaver ready to work here. Here comes the 1-1 with 2 out, nobody on. Fastball late call by Barrett, and Heim didn't like it. So Weaver in control right now, 1-2. Heim, a 247 hitter against right-hand pitching. He's better against lefties at 316. And right now, this crowd on its feet. Paid attendance was 43,450. I'd say about half of that's here, but they've been into this game. It's a 1-0 lead for the Yankees on a Vivas home run in the 5th. Weaver's got Heim 1-2. Here's the pitch. Down low, blocked by Escara. 2-2. Here's that sound effect from Star Wars. Like Darth Vader. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Weaver trying to close it down here against Jonah Heim. Here's the 2-2 from Weave. Pitch, swing, and a miss. He got him. Victory for the New York Yankees. A 1-0 victory. And they sweep the Texas Rangers. They've won 14 games. And they go 11 games beyond the 500 mark. And another save for Luke Weaver. And how about the offensive hero of this game, Jordan Vivas? First home run. Good for him. Susan's going to be standing by for the start of the game and see who she gets. Carlos Rodon. Hopefully she could get him. She doesn't get Vivas. Rodon was outstanding. Working quickly. And had one inning where it got maybe a little bit dicey in the third. He had runners at first and third. But he got out of it. No problem. Matt Blake had to go out, maybe calm him down and just refocus him. But it worked out really well.